My name's Marcus Hale, and I don't do balloon arches, buzzwords, or cheap champagne. Yet there I was, posted up by the coat rack at my wife's company team-building gala, plotting my escape route while middle management congratulated itself to death. Claire thrived in rooms like that. Glitter dress, politician's smile, orbiting from click to click, while the DJ punished a rented sound system. I checked my watch for the 15th time when her laugh, sharp and a little mean, cut through the noise. Please, I can dump him any time, she bragged. He's useless to me now. The words landed like ice water. She was flanked by her loyal sycophants, and her boss, Peterson, standing close enough that his hand kept check grazing her arm. Familiar. Practiced. I didn't confront. I didn't break a glass. I turned, took my coat, and walked into the cold. 3 blocks later, under a humming streetlight, I scrolled to a number I hadn't used in years. Adrian Knox, law school buddy, now compliance at Claire's company. When he answered, I gave him breadcrumbs, travel patterns, expenses that never matched, the way Peterson hovered like a disaster in progress. "Give me 15 minutes, he said, voice snapping into professional mode. "If this is what I think it is, heads are going to roll." I ended the call and smiled at the sidewalk. Sometimes revenge isn't a dish served cold. It's a phone call placed at the perfect temperature. Adrian texted play-by-play. The ballroom's mood shifted. Conversations thinned. Then the doors blew open and Regional Director Harrington stormed in, tie crooked, fury focused. Conversations died. The DJ didn't get the memo, but the room did. "Claire Hale!" Her glass hit the marble. Champagne exploded across her dress. Harrington marched through the crowd. Moses, through a sea of interns, grabbed her arm and barked, "What did you do?" Peterson tried to intercede. Harrington shoved him so hard he stumbled into a cocktail table. Phones came out. Of course they did. The party became a courtroom, and Claire the only case on the docket. They dragged her to a hotel conference room and opened the folder they'd been building for months. Hotel receipts with 2 guests. Flight manifests that lined up a little too neatly. Messages about collaborative work sessions that curiously required spa appointments and late-night room service. Then audio, her voice coordinating timelines to avoid suspicion. By 2 a.m., security walked her out. Not arrested, yet, but erased. I was at the kitchen table when she slumped in at 8 a.m., mascara in tragic streaks, glitter dress now a crime scene. She didn't say hello. "What did you do?" I let the silence tell her I wasn't the man she'd described last night. I turned the laptop around. "Filed these at dawn. Divorce petition. Account moves. Title updates. The paper trail of a clean exit. You can't do this." I already did. 8 years together taught me the systems. You taught me the motive. Her cheeks went sheet white. I slid a second folder across the table later that evening. Bank confirmations, policy changes, and a tiny USB labeled Play Me. She plugged it in. Her own voice filled the room, clean, damning. "I can dump him any time. He's useless to me." That brittle laugh followed. She stared at the screen like it might grow legs and sprint away. "You recorded me. You recorded yourself. I hit voice memo when I heard the tone." Her phone rang. "Mom?" she breathed, and took the call. Marianne Shan doesn't do subtle. Real estate shark. Razor intelligence. Co-signer on enough of our life that notification letters had hit her desk all day. "Why?" Marianne asked, Arctic calm. "Did I just get notices that your name is off the condo and car titles?" Claire bluffed, sputtered. Marianne cut through it. "I've spoken with 3 attorneys. Your husband executed a textbook exit. Lawful, thorough. You always mistook quiet for weak. Quiet men are dangerous, Claire. They watch, they plan, they remember. Silence. Then, you made your bed. Lie in it. Alone." Click. One lifeline severed. By Tuesday, my phone pinged with links. The party audio had leaked, spliced over slow-mo video of Claire's champagne toast. Caption: "When you think You're untouchable, but karma speaks French. Comments savaged her performative cruelty. The clip jumped platforms, Twitter to TikTok to Instagram to LinkedIn, think pieces about workplace ethics. Someone added a text overlay at her punchline. Plot twist. He wasn't. HR panicked. Legal tried the toothpaste back in the tube routine. The internet shrugged and hit share. Thursday, 2 p.m. Conference room, B-tribunal lighting. Harrington at the head. HR, legal, compliance stacked like a firing squad. Ms. Hale, legal droned, opening the briefcase. Receipts, manifests, audio. Laid out like evidence tags in a procedural. Claire tried security rooms, tried client dinner, tried misunderstanding. Your employment is terminated effective immediately, Harrington said, voice surgical. We will pursue restitution and criminal remedies. Security escorted her past the cubicles she'd once lorded over. She left with a $3 box, dying. Plant. 2 frames. A mug that promised hustle and heart. 8 years distilled to cardboard and a walk of shame. I parked across the street. Latte cooling on the console. Sky-threatening rain. She exited like a sleepwalker. That box cradled like a wounded pet. Halfway down the block, she stopped, lifted her head, and saw me. We held each other's gaze across 30 feet and a marriage's worth of decisions. She looked like perfect. Makeup applied to a vacancy sign. For a moment, I thought she might cross the street. Apologize, shout, beg, bargain. I didn't give her anything back. No smile, no nod, just a calm man in a quiet car. I started the engine and pulled away without checking the mirror. Revenge is loud. Closure is silent. She tried lawyering up. The facts didn't budge. She tried PR. The clip just taught more strangers the difference between charisma and character. She tried her mother. You know how that ended. I moved into a 1-bedroom with decent light and better coffee. The gym became a habit, not a performance. Work noticed. So did peace. Weeks later, she emailed, I'm sorry. Therapy, hindsight, blame-sharing dressed in contrition. I read it twice, felt nothing, and dragged it to trash. I wasn't useless. I was underestimated. That's on her. The day they walked her out with the box and the plant, the light turned green, and I drove toward a life that didn't require permission to breathe. It wasn't rage. It wasn't even revenge anymore. It was a door closing softly, permanently. It was freedom.